Hi, Coach Joe Lukacs here. Hey, I hope all of you are doing well. Last week, I actually got an in-mail via LinkedIn from one of my connections. I really don't know, but they sent me a little note and said basically this. Hey, I've been in this business 20 years, being a financial advisor. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm just kind of in this kind of circular, can't break out, rinse and repeat type scenario. And, you know, what, do you have any advice for me? And I thought about writing him back, but then I said, you know, why not just make a video? Maybe some of you can use some of these strategies, and I'll answer Jason this way, and hopefully some of you find value in it also. And obviously I'm shooting here outside, not that far from my house, where my happy places are. So let's talk about, I don't know much about Jason, so let's just talk about kind of slumps and ruts and everything kind of, you know, in a very generic sense. So first off, you know, how do you get here? I think if you're going to break out of something, you got to determine what got us there first, right? So typically for advisors, what gets you kind of in this circular type place is a breakdown of habits, patterns, behaviors, tasking, if you will. We kind of stopped doing what we need to do. Now, what could that possibly be? Well, when slumps, I'm going to tell you right now, 9 out of 10 times, we're not doing the right morning ritual. So we're not starting our day properly. Number two, our daily game plan, if we even have one, is going to be very tasking and service oriented. It's not going to have that business development piece to it, right? So, and you know, you just can't sit there and say, well, I'm just going to do a good job for everybody and I'll get business. You know, the world typically doesn't work that way, right? So I'm going to look at morning rituals, I'm going to look at daily game plans. Look at two things, right? Third thing I'm going to look at is, tell me why we're going to grow. So sell me, if I was a venture capitalist, sell me on your vision. Where do you want to be in 5 years, right? And where do you want to be and why do you want to be, right? You got to sell me on it, because if you can't sell me, you can't sell yourself. You're not bought into it, right? It becomes like this in your mind. I'd like to add another 10 clients. I'd like to do another 100. You get this like to conversation in your mind, and that's not gonna make it happen. It's just not. Right? And then throughout the day, what are you distracted with? So kind of what goes on in a typical day? Do we have a CNBC playing in the background? Are we on Huffington Post during the day, right? Instead of driving our own results. So you also got to take a look at how are you approaching your day, and are you really in business development mode? Look, I don't care. Everybody, I've got clients who do not need the money. Trust me. They still always look for that one client a month, or those 6 clients a year. They're always in hunting mode. Now, why? Because that's the psychology, right? You never wake up in this industry, or I think in any business, quite frankly, and you say to yourself, hey, I got this thing figured out. I'm good. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna coast. Coasting normally means we're gonna start declining. That's the bottom line on all this, right? So we don't want to be in that position. What else would I tell Jason? Well, I would tell him this, you're going to have to break your pattern. So that means you're going to have to get up early. You're going to have to do a morning ritual. There's some videos on my YouTube channel all about that. You're going to need a daily game plan. You're going to need to do business development. So that means, again, getting uncomfortable, and maybe we need to follow up on some people. Maybe there's some people we talked to months ago, maybe even years ago, who we never got the yes for. But because we felt hurt, our ego was dinged a little bit, right? We kind of put them in a, you know what, they were never going to say yes anyway, and blah blah blah, and we kind of justify our inaction that way. And what you need to do is go ahead and forget all that, and go ahead and drive it. You need to go drive it. So got to get uncomfortable. That's why I tell you, Jason, you got to get super uncomfortable. You want to break out of something, right? And again, I don't know about your health, your fitness, your energy levels, or anything like that, but I would also take a look at that. Hey, am I in the condition to have tremendous results? Our industry, our profession, you've got to think of it as an athletic endeavor. So if you're overweight, unhealthy, you eat like crap, that affects the bottom line. It just does. In fact, that affects the bottom line more than the designations you have. I know a lot of you don't want to hear that, but it's true. Okay? So that's what I would tell Jason to do. And then the last thing I would do is, and this is, again, make sure you're surrounded with the right people. So if you're in an office environment and you got a bunch of negative people and just, they suck the time, they suck your energy, right? They distract you. Gotta get rid of it. You need your own personal mastermind group. Maybe you need a coach. Again, I'm not saying how I'm gonna apply for the job, but you need a team. You look at any successful person, right? Whether it's an entertainer, an athlete, a titan of business, right? You will find that they are, and this is not, by the way, we're not talking about, you know, the posse and hanger-ons. We're talking about the team, right? The sports medicine person, the nutritionist, the masseuse person, right? The sports psychologist, right? The stretching coach, the strength coach, all these people, right? Helping this one human being drive a result. That's what you need to go find. Surround yourself with some good people. So that's my advice for you. I know we went a little long here today. Look, I would love questions. So here on LinkedIn or on YouTube or on my podcast, hey, throw some questions up. I'll answer them for you, I promise, as long as they're good questions. And I'd love to help you in that manner. Until then, have a great day.